Anyway, let's get into this match then. So, like I said, it's a 6-way scramble. We got Swerve Scott, Bronson, Reed, LA Knight, Cameron Grimes, Dexter Lumis, and Leon Ruff. Let's go. By the way, guys, have you ever played FirePro, or like, do you know what FirePro is?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a relief. Oftentimes, when people see this, they're like, "What the hell is this game?"
I mean, it's quite decent in terms of the character creation.
Oh, it's excellent. Like, because they're all made by the community as well. So, like, I don't think it would be as good if there wasn't such a passionate fan base there. Like, all of these I've like downloaded in the past couple of days or so. Off the website. The ring I made myself. I'm pretty proud.
All right, Valvinus, come on.
Hello, ladies.
I mean, can we just appreciate the fact that Val Venus has gone from a weird porn star gimmick to a conspiracy peddling weed seller?
Yeah. It's like his real life gimmick is weirder than his wrestling gimmick.
Pretty much. Like, it really is.
I mean, the thing is, like, everyone's entitled to like an opinion and stuff. That guy he's just dumb as fuck.
It's like Austin Aries, essentially.
Yeah, basically. Have you seen that thing that indie wrestler? I can't remember his name. That messaged Aries on Instagram.
Mad Kurt.
Yeah, it's so good.
See, the annoying thing is I dislike Mad Kurt. I love watching him get beat, but that just cracks me up because I dislike Austin Aries.
The best April Fool ever, a fake apology. I've never seen that. It's like all the years of April Fools and like all the different variations you see. I've never actually seen that thing. Right, so fill me in what we're watching, because I actually don't know who qualified for this match because I didn't watch NXT this week.
Right, so this is the Gauntlet Eliminator.
Swerve Scott.
Yeah, I noticed that much, but it's Leon Ruff and who, sorry?
Swerve Scott, Bronson Reed, Dexter Lumis, LA Knight, and Cameron Grimes.
Okay. Have we all done our predictions yet for this, or?
I mean, we keep getting sidetracked. Oh my god, a 450 there from Leon Ruff. No,
we get sidetracked in investment.
No, we kind of went, we'd like this person. I'd like these people to win, but I said realistically, it's either going to be Lumis or LA Knight that will win.
Surely for me, it's seeming like it's going to be Lumis, because they haven't completely paid off the Lumis Gargano thing yet. So surely that's where they're going with it. Unless
Cameron Grimes.
Unless both lose, so they do like a non-title feud.
Yeah, that's true. I guess, like, that kind of, like, Lumis is, I think of Lumis as like Dean kind of character. Like, you don't need him in the title pick. The fact of it is Dexter Lumis, like, that's what the rivalry is about. You don't need him in the title.
It's about him being Dexter Lumis.
Yeah.
I mean, what actually is a Dexter Lumis? Anybody? Can you define a Dexter Lumis?
He's an awful lot like a Sam Shaw.
I mean, it's an awful lot better than a Sam Shaw.
Yeah, because it's been done in NXT, not in what, 5 years ago TNA.
No, but at least Lumis is actually just being weird for the sake of being weird, not just being weird on a specific female.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's like trust TNA to take a good concept and just make it not good.
Yeah, fully.
Trust TNA to TNA.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got here. We have someone stole someone's finisher.
I'm gonna go Lumis. Lumis seems like the logical pick. So for me, I'm gonna go Lumis. I'd like to win. I'd like Lumis to win. I do like Dexter Lumis quite a lot. Oh, someone just. Oh no, it's count out. Never mind. I just saw 3 on the screen. I was like, oh, someone won.
We're gonna roll up here, Cameron Grimes.
I can only say
Swerve Scott has been eliminated.
Like Swerve Scott and Leon Ruff are the two you can realistically say aren't going to win this match. The other 4 are all
they're
possible.
Probably there to eliminate each other. Like I'd guess Ruff's going to eliminate Scott and then Scott's going to attack him.
We've just had 2 eliminations while we were talking. Or one elimination.
Only one out.
I just have Leon Ruff 2 clicks to the outside there.
Yeah, no, I just saw that. But yeah, they feel like they're there just to sort of co-eliminate each other, continue their little rivalry.
Yeah.
Rather than to win.
Hopefully now that issue will be still.
Was that
LA
Knights
Knights.
out?
He's been eliminated.
Yeah, Knights out.
Was that Leon Ruff with the elimination?
No, I think it was Grimes, wasn't it?
Oh, and Grimes just eliminated Lumis.
Oh,
Grimes just with like a Falcon Arrow, basically.
Nobody kicks out with the Falcon Arrow.
Oh my god, and Leon
that,
Ruff roller.
that was like a sit-out Falcon Arrow
Leon
as well,
Ruff
though.
has eliminated Cameron Grimes.
I mean, that from Grimes.
Biggest guy and the smallest guy. Left.
Bronson, big versus small.
Well, of course, Leon Ruff is a former North American champion. He's held that title before, and he'll do whatever he can to get it back.
He's the former leader of TMDK, Big Bronson Reed with a running Liger bomb.
Oh, there it is.
I don't see that happening, but it could. That's what's intriguing about this match is.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would be mad with anyone winning. Yeah. I think some are certainly more likely than others, but I wouldn't be like jaw-droppingly shocked at any of them winning, which is that's a fun way for it to be.
Wow, what a match to get us going. A 90 rating, and as well, they really enjoyed that one. Let's go back over this screen as we get set up for the next match. In fact, actually, let me go straight to the graphic for this, because we have.
Look at this production.
This match, I think, like, could be match of the week. Every single match on this card, like,
see, you know, I think Cole versus O'Reilly and Walter versus Ciampa could still.
Walter versus Ciampa will be good. But
yeah,
Cole O'Reilly, that match is going to be magic.
Yeah, just because they've had a few like really good matches, but they've never had that great match.
Currently one of these big matches.
So I'm enjoying that feud and I'm looking forward to the match. But for some reason in the back of my mind, I can't shake the fact that it feels like Ciampa Gargano light. It feels like a rushed version of Ciampa versus Gargano.
See, I'm just happy that Kyle O'Reilly's getting a singles push.
Oh yeah, me too.
I've been a Kyle O'Reilly fan. I've been a Kyle O'Reilly fan for years.
Huge Kyle O'Reilly fan, yeah. He's my favourite out of Undisputed Era. Has been basically.
Kyle O'Reilly has been one of the best things about NXT.
Yeah, amazing. Like I don't know who in the right mind has made him not have a title at all times just because his entrance is worth it alone. Just lose the tag titles, give him the North American, give him something to air guitar.
Are you saying he should be like Poochie, where when he's not on screen, people should be asking, "Where is Poochie?"
They should be asking that about his belt. Like, why has he not got a title?
Exactly. Where's Kyle's belt?
I kind of wonder whether Kyle O'Reilly is going to win that match, and then that might be the end of what we see about, Adam. Like WrestleMania is coming up. We all know the night after WrestleMania is notorious for NXT call-ups. Like, could this be Adam Cole's swan song in NXT?
Maybe. I think it will
be. I can see that.
I'm not left to do that.
I'm not personally looking forward to that.
Anyway, one thing I'm personally looking forward to is this Pete Dunne versus Kushida match. Here we are, they're ready to go.
It's going to be a technical masterpiece. Like two guys that know how to construct a match and how to actually work a part of.
Yeah, this is going
to just give me NJPW style Kushida, please.
Let them just say go out and do an amazing match. Don't go in any direction. You win, you lose. You go.
Exactly. You've got 20 minutes. You're losing. You're winning. Go for it.
Yeah, that's the thing. A lot of this NXT talent at the moment, if you let them go and craft their own match, they'll create magic. Kushida is one of them wrestlers. He could go with anyone given the time.
Like I say, I think the last couple of months, we've actually started to see Kushida that a lot of us remember.
Yeah, I was very confused when he first signed with NXT. Because I was kind of like, he's a massive star in New Japan. Like, it's him signing for NXT for WWE. Like, almost feels like a step down for him. But it's getting to the point now where it's kind of like it's it's all right now. Like at the start, like when they signed him and they weren't really using him, I wasn't too sure about it.
with Kushida in NJPW, he was never going to reach the heavyweights. Like
he was never going to jump up a division. He was always the stalwart of the light heavyweights, and they essentially had Ospreay. Ospreay took that spot for a while.
Yeah, but like imagine had he stayed now with the sort of the shine they've been giving Hiromu. Imagine if he had Kushida, so they could legit main event the show over the heavyweight title.
I think they pushed Hiromu into that role after Kushida went.
Because Kushida left, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know if Hiromu would have got that.
I think it would have been them two. I don't know who would have been like the 1A, but I think it would have been them two main eventing like the first juniors to main event like a Wrestle Kingdom or something. I think it would have been them two.
No.
See, I still maintain Ospreay Hiromu should main evented one of those.
Yeah.
Like
New Japan is so set, they'll never like finish with something like that.
Speaking of New Japan, Pete Dunne just went for the Legado clutcher. I think he didn't get one count there.
I was going to say about them not main eventing with the juniors, but New Japan don't tend to start a whole lot of stories without paying them off. Like, I know they have done recently, which has been annoying me, but they don't start something they don't plan on finishing. So I think that's where it's going. I think eventually, they're going to main event with the juniors.
Well,
but the trick with New Japan is that they're not WWE. They don't have to pay it off straight away. They pay a story off a year, 2 years, and it's why you kind of have to pay attention to a lot of the tournaments. Who's beating who?
Like that's like the Naito storyline.
Yeah.
After all the time, Naito finally got that big one.
Yep, definitely.
I was just going to draw attention to a comment in the chat, which has popped me massively, because Justice Steve says WrestleMania week.
WrestleMania is winning.
I might have to nick that as my new username, perhaps.
What did you say you had? Didn't you say you had to do a WrestleMania prediction? Well, you now know what to call it.
Yep.
Wait, what's that? Sorry.
Didn't you say you were going to do like one of these for WrestleMania as well? So you know what to call it.
Normally do these streams before every big pay-per-view. Just like it's something fun to do. It's like there's so many shows about where they like prediction and stuff. It's just something a little bit different. So
well, if you think about it now, think about how much wrestling content we're getting weekly. The main 5 days of the week, we have a wrestling show going forward.
Yeah.
Well, that Mondays when we have Raw.
Yeah, we have sports entertainment on Monday. The finger.
Because we've got Raw Monday, NXT Tuesday, AEW Wednesday, Impact on Thursdays, and SmackDown Friday.
Yep.
Rank them. Let's power rank them. Worst one is Raw.
Going now.
Yeah, worst one's Raw.
Yeah, worst one's Raw. It's not.
There's no debate on that.
As a whole, yes, but Raw does have its moments.
It has its moments, yeah, but the fact that it's 3 hours long and its moments add up to like half an hour.
Oh, the thing is, the moments are so few and far between that just there are some diamonds in the rough, but you gotta.
I would say one of the best things in WWE right now is on Raw.
Yeah.
And that's Alexa.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's something that really divides opinion.
It's like an isolated good thing in 3 hours worth of wrestling. It's hard to watch even though you know you're waiting for the good thing.
Because I feel like the fans are either in two camps when it comes to this. There's the people that love Fiend and Alexa, and there's the people that just absolutely can't stand it.
People genuinely don't like the Fiend, and it's I don't understand how you can't.
If you don't like the Fiend, in my opinion, you shouldn't really be watching WWE. It's not the product for you. That's WWE at its best, and if that's not what you're into, then there's NXT, there's AEW, there's New Japan, there's Ring of Honor, there's so much other stuff. There's Impact. You just don't need to be watching WWE if you're not into that kind of stuff, because that's what they are good at.
That is prime WWE.
Yeah, exactly.
Storytelling.
It's Papa Shango versus the Ultimate Warrior.
Yeah,
and I think I said that in our chat the other day. it's Papa Shango that's still my worry, and Papa Shango is like my favourite Charles Wright creation, so I'm happy.
I wonder what he's up to.
He's a strip club owner. He's legitimately a strip club owner.
Loving the gimmick.
Was it? He went in the whole thing last year, was it?
Yeah, because for a while D'Lo Brown was his bouncer as well. It's like, can you imagine going to a strip club in Las Vegas that was run by Charles Wright with D'Lo bouncing?
Yes.
It'd be amazing.
We didn't D'Lo on commentary now at Impact.
And I know he's backstage at Impact, isn't he? I don't know if he's on commentary.
Yeah, I think I heard he was going to be. I haven't watched him recently, to be honest.
I'm pretty sure their commentary team now is Striker and D'Lo.
Impact I read it, I don't generally watch it.
Yeah. Like, Impact I'll generally go to YouTube highlights for.
Yeah.
I was watching it for a while, but there's just too much like wrestling these days. Like,
and then you get like
dudes.
Yeah, and then you do get stuff like New Japan where it's like they'll do a tour and it'll last a month. Or a tournament like G1 or Best of Super Juniors.
Oh my god, Kushida just slammed him down onto the chair, but Pete Dunne is straight back up. Just want to say hi to DJ NP joining us in the chat. What's going on, buddy? One of my favourite DJs. If you like any kind of music at all, go check him out because he's... I was going to say, like, he doesn't really play like a specific genre, he kind of does like a little bit of everything, so... huge clip there from Kushida. Pete Dunne there. Pete Dunne's got the chair, he's swinging.
No DQ.
I was going to say, it's no DQ, but it seems.
Well, I
also,
don't know,
can we address something regarding to NJPW? It's the fact that for so long Shingo Takagi was considered a junior heavyweight. Like, the man is stacked.
To be honest.
Junior heavyweight and a half.
Oh, that's it. I think Kushida's just snapped his arm. We've got a winner there. Pete Dunne, and we're not.
We haven't actually discussed who we think is going to win this one.
Well, apparently Kushida's winning it by breaking Pete Dunne's arm.
Yep.
That 99 rating from the fans as well. They absolutely loved it.
That seems accurate. That seems like it'll be accurate.
Meltzer would have given it 6 stars if it was in the Tokyo Dome.
Hey, there's the move.
There it is.
What's going on, Sammy? Joining us in the chat. Welcome on in. Hope you've had a lovely weekend.
I don't know who to pick on this because Kushida's kind of on a roll, right? And Pete Dunne seems like he's had his role.
I thought they were pushing Pete Dunne to the NXT title.
I think Kushida's going to win this purely because of the injury to... Is it only Larkin or Danny Birch that's got the injury?
Birch, I think, isn't it?
Birch. Yeah. Birch.
Because that
the thing is for me...
While he's injured.
Yeah.
The thing for me is that, like, I was convinced that basically Balor's NXT title run was going to be dream matches, and I was convinced it was going to be Kushida at some point.
Yeah, but it's not. It's probably not now, is it?
No. Like I genuinely thought he was going to have it for say like 6 months to do a dream match run essentially before sending him back up to the main roster.
Guys, we just had our good buddy Tom Ozzy joining us in the chat. Everyone say hi to Tom.
Hey, Tom Ozzy.
Hey, Tom.
And DJ Mark wants us to play WrestleMania 2000, which I will be doing soon, just not today, unfortunately.
Which one was 2000?
The one just before No Mercy on the N64.
No, that's going way back.
Yep.
It's still better than 2K20 though.
I mean
that's not hard. That's real low hanging fruit.
Yeah. 2K20 is the current day raw of.
Like, let's face it, wrestling games peaked when SmackDown v Raw around 07, 08.
I don't know. Yeah. I really enjoyed the latest few. It's just they made such a hash of 2K20.
Well, let's not bash 2K too much because there will be a couple more matches later on which we will be doing on 2K because I couldn't find FirePro characters for them. Like I said, all of these are downloaded from the community who creates these wrestlers. I don't know how they have like enough time to make, but I'm glad they do. It means I don't have to do it.
Yeah, it always strikes me as well, like when the new 2K game comes out, you go on community creations on day one and there's like a photorealistic like CM Punk on it already, and you're just like, who did this already? Are you joking?
Like, we'll just copy paste it from a previous year, just with very minimal changes.
Yeah, but like, I don't think
that's how they made the game, isn't it?
That.
I mean, you're not wrong.
That's what I mean. They've actually made it from scratch, though. The people that make it on CC, because there isn't a copy and paste from previous game.
Yeah, but they know the selections they're going for.
By the way, just looking at this picture while we set it up, can Ciampa just shave his head already? He looks about 82. It just annoys me. It annoys me so much because I love Ciampa, and he just looks like I don't know why he's doing old man Ciampa gimmick. I don't get it.
I feel like he's getting
like
He's 35. Why is he doing an old man Ciampa gimmick?
Well, he's just, deranged. He's lost the title. Goldie was everything to him, and he's lost it, and now he's just losing his marbles.
So now he can't shave his head? Like, that doesn't... No, come on. This isn't EastEnders where something goes wrong to one of the men and they stop shaving. Like...
Also, while we're talking about people on the screen, we talk about the Walter match versus Dragunov, because that was fucking incredible.
Yeah.
That was, yeah. Like, I'm not a fan of Dragunov. Like, and something that I discussed like with my friends is like they say you need to see Dragunov in the flesh to actually understand him and get him. But like, I'm not a Dragunov fan, but like that was a hell of a match. One of those ones. It was a shame it wasn't in front of people.
Yes, very much so.
Steve says that Ciampa's what he looks like when he grows his hair out.
Sammy says that Ciampa looks like my dad.
Well,
that's
if
the
that's
problem.
the case,
Ciampa looks like my dad. I mean, my dad doesn't have the beard, but hair-wise, he looks like my dad. But my dad's like nearly twice his age. He needs to not have that look. He just needs to not have that look. He looks like my dad, and he's like 3 years older than me.
Right. Before we do a prediction, how much money would it require for you to take a chop off Ciampa? Off of Walter, sorry.
Off Ciampa, I'd do it for not much. Walter,
you do it for the king, but yeah, off Walter.
Yeah. Walter, I want a couple of years' wages, so I've got that time off work to recover.
Like I remember watching Walter versus Nagata in Milton Keynes, and I was about 6 rows back, and I felt the chop. Yeah. I literally felt the air from the chop.
It's like, in like anime where someone hits someone and it sends a shockwave out and sends all the background people flying. It's like that.
Yeah, pretty much. Like you just saw. I sat there and I just winced. I was like, poor Nagata.
You just sit there and go, no.
Grab your own chest.
Sammy, we're gonna hold you to that when shows are back on. Like, we're taking you and getting Walter to do it. Like,
I mean, shit. Just for the experience, it wouldn't take much for me to take one.
I know.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably like 100, 200 quid maybe would convince me.
Yeah, same.
Or probably just like if someone said...
Yeah, I was joking about needing a couple of years wage. Like, yeah. If someone was willing to pay me like a reasonable amount of money, like a couple of quid, yeah, I'd take it.
Now, here's one for you, though. What would it take for you to take some shots off Minoru Suzuki?
No. Like, no.
I don't know. Are they like the last few years Minoru Suzuki, or is it 2021 Minoru Suzuki? Because like he's not
prime Suzuki.
I've not been loving his stuff this year, like at all, and it pains me to say that because I love him.
Prime Pancrase Minoru Suzuki. Like full on hit.
Yeah,
the fuck
no.
out
Peak Minoru Suzuki. There isn't enough money in the world. Like.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, Suzuki's crazy. Like, he beats up the young boys who aren't even in the match. Like, they're just standing ringside and, like, this goes and batters them.
Yeah, he's just initiating them.
Yeah, he's just saying hi.
It would just be one chop because there would be nothing left of me after that.
Yeah, Suzuki
I can't wait for the Japanese crowd to be able to, like, chant again.
And sing along with Suzuki's music. That's why he's no good. That's why he's no good, because the crowd aren't singing his music as he gets into the ring.
As he gets in the ring and the crowd just scream, "Cat say Nina Ray." It's like, yes.
I don't know. Yeah. I mean, Kenta reacting to Suzuki's music was amazing.
Yeah. Kenta is just amazing. Let's be honest, Kenta is just like the last year and a bit, one of the best heels in the world consistently. Just so much fun just to watch his little mannerisms and stuff. I love it.
I mean, his heel turn was one of the best of recent memory.
I'm sorry, but did you hear the amount of heat he had after he attacked Naito as well? Japanese crowds, even if you're a heel, even if you're despicable, are quite respectful. And they hated Kenta. They were all over it. I was just watching, like, it's so amazing he's getting that reaction out of that audience. Like,
yeah, but it's not surprised, was it? That was Wrestle Kingdom. Like, after the title match.
Oh yeah, guys, I should probably mention Sammy's the #1 Moxley fan, so we better not badmouth Moxley.
I mean, we were talking before the stream started about.
It's okay to be
before we started the stream, we were talking about Moxley versus Legado. So, you know. But yeah, can we discuss the fact that C3PO is the referee here?
So, I'm gonna go all out on a prediction here and say C3PO will not be the referee. How many points do I get for predicting that?
Well,
you owe us points for saying it's
if I could work out how to do the channel prediction points, like we could have.
But, I mean, legitimately, Walter's winning this, right? The refs took a ref bump and it's done
Ciampa's
with
not
red
going to be
shoes.
UK champion.
Like,
If the title was dropping the title, it'd be more unpredictable.
He's not dropping the title, the champion.
No.
Yeah, well, I mean, Ciampa doesn't live in the UK.
Seriously, the referee has gone full on red shoes. He is selling this so badly.
Like, red shoes is great.
Do you see before the stuff he was doing before the match yesterday, where he had the title belt and he was trying to sell it? It was so heavy.
No.
He
I didn't notice that. I've watched it, but I didn't notice that.
Go back and just watch the start where Ibushi hands him the title and nearly drops it, and then he's sort of struggling to get it across the ring to show Ospreay. And it's literally like it's the heaviest thing ever.
What, that tiny little bit?
The Gold Demon Championship.
The Cody Rhodes tattoo.
The Cody Rhodes title, yeah. It's the American Nightmare logo on a belt,
Yeah.
For some reason, my first thought was do you remember the Immortal champ, like with Jeff Hardy TNA title? Even though, like, I looked that photo up and it looks absolutely nothing like that. I don't know if that's.
See, the first time I saw it, I just thought of the old Divas title, and I don't know why.
Honestly, I'm gonna catch some heat here, but I don't hate it. I actually don't hate it. I can mock it.
I don't hate it, but it's just a meme at this point.
Yeah, exactly. I'll join in on the meme, but I genuine opinion, I don't hate it.
I just think that the original IWGP belt is gold.
No, I don't love it. I don't love it.
If you said to me, right,
heavyweight title is how a belt should be for a main title.
I never liked it that much.
The thing is now,
it's probably like my second favourite wrestling title ever. The first being the original WWF Wind Eagle.
I can't look at it now and not see Okada, like, because he's like just like synonymous with that title that.
Yeah.
Like, apparently,
I don't know. I
just
cannot explain in words what I don't like about it, but I never looked at that title and was like, oh yeah, that's a beautiful title. I always thought, I don't get what everyone sees in it. It was
what do you guys think of the UK title?
WWE
UK.
I love it.
I think it's a really nice, smart title.
Yeah, agreed.
I think it's not often that like new titles are introduced and people are really positive about it, but I think that is one of them.
The NXT women's tag titles got that as well. Like, got a good reaction. I quite like them, but they got a really good reaction that I saw online.
Ciampa with a knee bar.
See, like, WWE titles tend to have a pretty standard design, which is just like
they do
classy.
Yeah,
circular.
Apart from the red one, which looked fucking stupid when that was introduced. Like, I've got used to it now, but when that one was introduced, I was like, bruh.
Yeah, I don't know if they've redesigned that because, well, the TNT title now, or the Universal one. Which red title? Universal title.
The Raw title.
Yeah, but it's blue now. So it's not title.
Yeah, because I don't know if they've like redesigned it even before that. Because I swear when it first came, it was like a really shiny red, and then now it's a bit more. Well, I know it's blue now. Like it wasn't
the blue
the same red.
The red was.
That's another thing we should be thankful to the Fiend's belt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, the Fiend belt.
See, as much as I love the Fiend, I did not like that belt.
Like, that's the thing. The Fiend just never needed the belt.
Do you know what the Fiend belt looked like to me? It looked like someone had made it on 2K.
Oh my god,
like
the awesome belt.
Belt was the big fan of. Oh my god, a sit down house of one.
And only got a 2 count.
Yeah,
somewhere Jim Cornette's just spat his popcorn and spat on the person who's doing his wife.
Yeah, Jim Cornette's fuming right now.
He's that disgusted he's only going to let three guys have a go on his wife tonight.
Oh, I thought Ciampa was setting up for the 619 bit.
Yeah, I was going to say. That was disappointing.
Amazing.
The 619, which is in reference to how many years old he looks with that hair.
Oh, and the, I don't know, but after
This
the
is what I
face,
do. I say it on you.
shades of a
Somebody's
young
been watching
Yokozuna.
Taguchi matches.
Fucking Taguchi. Taguchi's a legend.
Oh, the
Walter
fairy tale
Taguchi.
nightmare. Fairy tale ending.
Fairy tale ending.
Oh,
There's
does he
no
go
ending.
for the pin?
I mean, that's just typical of Walter, though, isn't it? Takes a fairy tale ending straight back up.
I mean, Ciampa picked him up though. He could have gone for a pin.
Because these are all downloaded creator wrestlers, like the stats are really massive. Like anything can happen. Oh my god, that was like a crossroads. Anything can happen. Oh, the Rainmaker. Anything can happen with these because the stats are completely random because they're all downloaded.
New Japan rules, yeah.
By the way, that was
If this could be it.
what do you call that? Project Ciampa.
I can't remember what it's called.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, and another.
Again.
Going for it again. Yeah, Project Ciampa.
Gotta be it. We got a new champion. No, just for 2.
Oh,
even a 2.9.
Yeah.
Just a 2. Jinx. Oh, this is what I do. I say it. Nope.
A bit too nonchalant with that. Oh, and Walter's in with the crossface. The Gargano escape.
Crossface without the arms.
Crossface.
Super good.
Super kick.
Are we doing another one?
Ciampa
We have
Oh,
another one.
Project Ciampa.
Another one.
And another one.
Oh, shades of young Cesaro there.
Stop.
Yeah,
Neutralizer.
the same hairline.
I'm taking a page out of
Push,
Omega's,
well,
but
I think.
Ciampa's absolutely dominant. I don't think Walter's
know,
got a single move in yet.
Forever in it.
Oh,
Yeah,
actually,
Walter,
let me
forgot
check.
to
I
do it
haven't
again.
set myself to be
you
controlling
get?
Walter. I'm not doing it. No, there it is. Bailey to belly.
You're an Aggie.
C-3PO is on the case there.
Sam?
He's got him in the coquina clutch.
There's us at ringside there.
Yep.
I just want to take a
Ciampa more than Walter.
second to give a quick shout out to this music. All this music that's playing on the stream is completely copyright free. You will not get a DMCA if you want to use it. It's called Stream Beats. I'm on the Stream Beats Twitch team. If you look below the stream, it should say. But yeah, if you search Stream Beats on Spotify, you can get a whole catalogue full of music you can use on your stream on YouTube completely free. Oh, and I kick out the 2 there.
It's gonna bug me what that move's called as well.
Oh my god, and Walter hits for Project Ciampa.
He's obviously had a finisher stored up there.
Oh, and another 2. He's 2.
Oh,
I think we need to retire the Project Ciampa. It can't pin anyone.
this is it is getting Kamigoye levels.
Are you saying they need to pull the knee pad down? Do Project Ciampa?
No, I'm saying Ibushi needs a better finisher than a knee because it's getting like by my head.
I think he should. I think he should do like repeated
the Warriors
ones
won it.
basically dead.
And
He's
there
won
it
it with a
is.
lariat.
JB Walter.
And still I was going to say United States, United Kingdom champion.
Yep.
Speaking of Walter in
NXT.
United States, remember when Walter was like adamant he was not coming to America? He'd signed for WWE, but he
Yeah.
was not.
He was
interested
never
in
moved,
coming
yeah.
to America. Yep. Remember that?
Yep.
That went well.
Yeah, whoops. Technical issue, yeah.
That's why
anyway,
you never let yourself be quoted saying never.
It's going to be a couple of minutes because this is one that we need to switch over to 2K19 for, because you can't do a triple threat tag team match on FirePro. It's very
Okay.
You can tell it's a Japanese game because it's very, you can have a 1-on-1 or a 2-on-2 or a 3-on-3 or 4-on-4, but you can't do like a triple threat tag.
Yeah, well, things like that are not. Like, they don't do multi-man matches. Like they've announced
They did a couple in a row, like sometime last year, didn't they? Of like triple threat tag matches in New Japan. I seem to remember.
But,
Yeah, well, I
but
remember
as
a couple
well,
years ago, didn't they do the...
if it's a multi-team match, they tend to do it as a gauntlet over there.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
no, this was
like,
straight up triple threat
Wrestle
tag
Kingdom
match.
always starts with like a gauntlet, doesn't it?
Yeah,
remember they did that...
that's just their Andre the Giant Battle Royal, though, innit? Let's get everyone the show. Like,
The
that's all that is.
triple threat between Cody, Kenny, and Ibushi is like main evented for the title, like the G1 Supercard in the US, I think it was.
In the US, yeah.
And that was like a big deal.
Somebody said they want MSK to win, but they think Grizzled Young Vets will.
Yeah, I think there's the young vets as well. I think it's about time.
I think they deserve it. As
Yeah.
much as I don't find them interesting, and as much as I'd love to see MSK win it, like Legado de Fantasma at this point are just a non-entity.
They're there to take the fall.
See, yeah, Legado del Fantasma are there to eat the fall. Fully.
Yeah.
What
But,
I
like-
think a good finish. What I think will happen with the finish for this, MSK are going to hit their finisher. Someone from GYV are going to get a sneaky tag in and then steal the pin.
Maybe, yeah, probably. You see, my problem with Grizzly Young Veterans isn't... It's not so much that I'm not interested in them, it's that... so when NXT UK started, I watched it pretty regularly, and I was like, Gibson's like heel champ material, surely. You know, he was seemingly being positioned as like top heel and was eventually going to beat... was it Bate was still champion when that started, or was it done by then?
Yep.
I can't remember. And I was just like, it's got to be Zack Gibson. He's got, and then they just sort of stuck him in a tag team, and I was just like, I get that they've got all this history, you know, like, as a team, but like, he can still be a single guy as well, you know. He had the most heat, and they just almost deliberately fizzled it out.
WWE fucking out of finest.
Has anybody ever seen like the MSK boys in like real life?
Yeah,
Like,
I've seen them a
like,
few times.
No.
been on. So I saw them when they were in. They were the Rascals. I saw them at Fight Club Pro on Project Mayhem weekend last year. or the year before that.
Yeah, same.
And the chemistry when the three of them had, I mean, they were against Devlin, Amari, and Travis Banks. So we won't talk about two of those people. But like the chemistry the Rascals have is amazing, and some of the stuff they were pulling was ridiculous.
That makes me wonder why all three of them didn't go.
Yeah.
Although
Hey, you can't tell these are creator superstars at all, can you?
yeah, but the Joaquin Wilde is still dressed as DJZ. And anyway, just want to say a quick hi to Matthew ID joining us in the chat. A very good friend of mine. So, is he on any streams this week? I mean, he definitely can be. That would involve me being organised enough to. What's that?
On that screenshot specifically, why does the guy on the right look like EC3?
Raul Mendoza.
It looks like EC3. It's like Hispanic EC3.
Yeah, that hair on James Drake has got like the top knot double ponytail. I don't know what you call that even.
The Jericho, the Y2J.
Yes.
With the edge face.
Zachary Wentz has gone full Kyle Fletcher there.
Nothing wrong with that.
Zack Gibson looks like if Stone Cold discovered meth.
Zack Gibson looks scarily the actual most.
Yeah, but it's still not great.
But yeah, I mean the final Dusty Rose Cup is new. Right, GYV versus MSK.
There is, of course, number one. That's why he puts a finger up to show you. Number one, you're saying.
We're just moments away from what will likely be one of the most exciting six-man tag team matches we've seen in
the chance in
Where's my car stereo?
He's just wasted, isn't it? Because
he just doesn't get that Scouser hate that he should get.
Exactly. He's got Mellor's hair and I love it. Matty just said in chat. James got Mellor's hair. Brilliant.
But yeah, Legado de Fantasma, like the other Joaquin, Wilde, and I can't remember what the other one's called.
Oh, Raul Mendoza, here he is here. In his own entrance. I was got into 10 tag team entrances.
Escobar's henchman.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much just like, yeah. It is essentially the henchman of Mendoza.
Here comes DJZ. Obviously didn't get the memo about what to wear.
There was one thing that annoys me about MSK. Why do they not use their Impact's finisher? Like,
I mean, maybe it's one of those things where they're holding it back. They're going to use it in like a big match.
Yeah.
You see, I don't think it is. I reckon it's what WWE has said. No, you can't use this anymore. Come up with a new finisher.
We didn't create that.
Yeah, but it's a move at the end of the day. It's
Yeah,
not like every move. Like,
yeah, but WWE are petty like that. They will say you can't use that, come up with something else.
Alright, Matty, I have muted. Well, I haven't muted it. I've turned it down. The volume coming from 2K. Does that sound better? Also, what do we think of Gibson?
Yes.
He should be NXT UK's top heel.
Beza didn't get the memo, right?
Yeah, Beza, did you not get the memo?
What memo? What?
The whole chant is, what do we think of Gibson? Shit.
Oh, right.
It's a
what do we think of shit? Gibson.
Oh, we got a bit of inside knowledge here. Des told Sammy they can't use it.
Really?
Or Wes.
I wonder
Wes or
why.
I don't know. Wes. I'm going to get confused because there's Wes and Wentz.
Wesley, isn't
the
it?
Wes and Des.
Wesley Snipes.
FKA Desley Snipes.
I just think it's stupid that they can't, like, they weren't allowed to keep their name. Like,
Like WWE's naming policy bugs the hell out of me. Like, it's just such
some are allowed
nonsense.
to keep it.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
Look at
but it's
Murphy's
like,
repping there.
it's like they tossed a coin or something. I don't know what the policy is. Because it's just like, oh, you're coming in, yeah, you can keep your name. You're coming in, no, we're going to change it to something stupid. Like, and it's so random seeming. It's not based on how big a star you are.
Half the time it's to do with trademark.
How's he done that? It's just so weird. Like, it's not based on whether it's your real name or not. It's just, there's no pattern to it.
Which one's Dax?
Dax, that's the revival. Or are you doing the whole NXT UK, NXT Takeover thing where it's which one's Dawson, which one's Dash?
Oh, I don't know. I can't tell. That.
Guys, I was genuinely so mad when they left WWE because I spent like 3 years figuring out which one was which, and then they left and changed the names, and I was like, well, back to the drawing board. Which one's which again?
I just literally remember being in the crowd at Takeover London and it literally being the chant going around of which one's Dawson, which one's Dash.
I'm terrible at pairs of names. So if I meet two people that have introduced to me at once, so wrestling tag teams are a nightmare. I struggle so much to ever learn which one's which. That, you know, so it's like it's Dash Wilder and Scott Dawson. Which one's which? I don't know. Just keep them together forever, and I don't need to know. You know.
So what we're saying is if a couple ever asked you for a threesome, you'd be in real trouble.
Yeah, I'd be like, which one are you?
Which one's which?
So yeah, this is a tornado match for some reason. For some reason, I couldn't work out how to do just like a normal tag. So everyone is legal all at once here. We're just talking about the Revival. They're a great tag team from NXT, but now we have 3 great tag teams here: GYV, the Rascals. I don't know what they call. Oh, MSK, and Joaquin Wilde and his mate.
Yeah. Marty's just said in chat, 9 times out of 10 the names are made up by the wrestlers themselves, so it's mainly their fault. Yeah, but like, so Aleister Black came up with Aleister Black. We know that. He's confirmed it in interviews. But had they not said to him, you have to change your name, he'd be called Tommy End. Like, he wouldn't have just been like, oh no, you know, I know I've built this reputation over years and years, but I'd like to scratch it all now and no one really know who I am unless they're following dirt sheets. Like, you know, it just doesn't make sense. They sign people based on their indie reputation or the prior reputation in Japan or wherever, and then they just change the name and make you try and forget them.
It's become a meme, isn't it?
That's the thing you want to scream at WWE. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
Are you saying you don't like LA Knight's new name?
Yes,
I hate LA Knight's new name. I hate it. I hate it so much.
But he's going to win that match, I think. Oh no, I said Bronson Lee, didn't I? Discus Lariat there, James Drake.
James Drake.
Homage to the late Brody Lee.
Brody Lee.
But like,
someone's been
I don't get the difference between some people, like in terms of caliber, and they change their names. It's like they're on the same level. Why have they kept their name and they've changed it? You know.
Maybe it is, like you say, a trademark thing where they like literally have like certain wrestlers actually own the trademark to their name.
Yeah.
So like when AJ came on, I'm pretty sure he owns the trademark to his name, not Impact.
Yeah.
So like maybe that's it.
I think as well, like
Kushida came across and kept his name.
Yeah, exactly. Like they do it a lot. They do it a lot from Japan. I don't think they really changed anyone's name except changing Gallows back to Luke Gallows because he'd already been it there.
It still pops me the fact that Vince never realised. It took Vince a while to realise that Gallows was Festus.
Yeah, he didn't know who he signed.
We have a winner.
Well, this isn't going to happen.
New
2K19,
NXT Tag Team Champion. Look at that. That was such a high impact move of a match there. Yeah, we need to see a replay of like what won it because I think we missed out that there.
I get that side of it, Matty, but like I don't think you're destined for success if you sign for WWE with the mentality of, well, when this all goes wrong, what's my plan? Like that's the worst thing you can do. Like just don't sign if that's your mentality.
Yeah, but for a lot of wrestlers, it's their dream to be signed by WWE, isn't it? A lot of indie wrestlers. It's like Ospreay. Kind of going back to Ospreay. I'm happy for Ospreay because he's always been a Japan kid.
Yeah, but like
at the same time, he's been in a 6-year contract.
Yeah. I'm happy because he won. He's always said he was open about it. He was like, the same time Japan offered me a contract, William Regal was offering me a contract with WWE. He's like, I'm a Japan kid.
The thing is as well, remember that WCW hasn't been about for like 20 years, so like for that whole time it has just been WWE. So all the people, like, because that was 20 years ago, all the people who would have been kids at the time and have grown up in that time, they only know WWE. So I think WWE get a lot, like they've got an advantage when it comes to signing people, because people have grown up wanting to work for WWE. So, like, you know, people like, well, I can't think of anyone in particular. Maybe someone like Ben Carter. You know, like if he had an offer from WWE, or I don't know who he had offers from, or like what the decision was. Just like an example, he's got offers from the two of them. Probably going to be more inclined to go with WWE, because like that was his dream growing up.
True, but like I think it was pretty well publicised that Ben also had an offer from AEW. Because obviously, it was AEW that essentially got him noticed.
Although I did also
So,
hear...
I was going to say, not Carter, who said he already had an offer on the table from WWE before his AEW appearances, and they still agreed to showcase him or something. There's someone who said that recently.
Yeah, that was him, I think.
Yeah. So AEW can't take the credit for getting him the job at WWE, apparently. They already were aware of him.
Yeah. So when would... So if like... So with the four of us, if you were a wrestler, you guys were a wrestler, you were a top quality wrestler, where would you sign?
Oh, it depends on too much. It depends on what your strengths and weaknesses are. If you're
the wrestler, you would try
if you're an athletic, flippy kind of indie darling kind of wrestler, you want to be in AEW, not in WWE. But if you're an Eli Drake, you want to be in WWE, not AEW. It depends what your strengths and weaknesses are. It purely depends on the person.
I think it...
And with me having no practice as a wrestler, I don't know what I would be good and bad at, so I don't know is the honest answer.
It depends as well, like how good you are. Like if you're not a very good wrestler, you're obviously going to jump up a chance to be at WWE because you're going to like earn a load of money and like
before they realise you're not very good.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like you're kind of like less exposed there because it's like there's a lot of people who wrestle for WWE who are that good in ring. I don't think like
like the four.
You know what I mean? Like it depends. It's very like it depends on the situation. It's kind of hard to say.
I'm not. I'm just saying it's a fact.
it's not.
But no, I mean for me it'd be Japan. Like. It just is where, speaking of women that people that are not good in the ring, Raquel González.
Oh, I know, right?
Like,
I think she could win the title here.
I think she can.
I think she will. Like that would be. I
think she will just because I think EO's going up. So.
I honestly hope not to both. Like I
mean, Mrs. Braun Strowman.
I mean, I don't want EO to lose to González, and honestly, I feel like EO's got much less chance than like an Asuka on main roster of actually doing well, because Asuka's got the kookiness and stuff that Vince will see as like, oh look, yeah, personality, whereas EO's gimmick is look at me, I'm great,
what you do,
wrestling, and he doesn't care.
See the way with that, EO.
Shit, I forgot to change the arena.
EO needs to go to SmackDown to succeed.
This is happening outside in the car park because I forgot to set it as the NXT.
I still don't think she'll be like as big a star as she should be by any stretch. I just
she'll
really don't.
Be as big as she should be, but she'll have a far better chance of succeeding on the SmackDown side.
Yeah, probably.
But I think, as far as Raquel goes, she's probably the best boss in the women's division. Like, she's better than Nia Jax, and she's better than Tamina, I'd say.
Anybody's better than Nia Jax. I mean, and Tamina is at this point only there because Vince is afraid she'll do her dad and kill her. But
yeah.
Like I think Tamina is very much like the whole joke that when I can't remember who it was, but they only kept their job because Vince didn't know they were there when all the releases were happening.
Oh, JTG.
Yeah, JTG.
He didn't answer his phone or something.
Yeah.
Lose.
Yeah.
On a B pay-per-view to like, what was it? Was it Bayley beat her recently? Like it was just. Well, we're not ready to move on to the next big feud, so yeah, we'll give you Tamina and you can beat her.
Yeah, we need a placeholder.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, though, I do think he'll lose it to further González versus Kai, which is
probably.
Yeah, it would be mad that González could be the women's champion before Dakota Kai when she's probably been like the MVP of that division for like the past 2 years.
You say that, but I mean, NXT's women's division is full of people that should be champions, could be champions essentially. Like you look at Kai, you look at Candice LeRae. If
she didn't keep getting injured,
this is bugging me. Literally, we're going for the same wrestler, and I can't remember her name. Tegan Knox. Yeah,
that's it.
I'd take any of them over Dakota Kai as well. I'm not the world's biggest fan, to be honest.
But I mean, Shotzi has got to have a go.
Oh.
I mean, Ember Moon as well.
Yeah.
I like Ember Moon, but I always think the Eclipse is just one wrong half second away from basically paralyzing somebody.
Yeah, but it's the same with the Styles Clash.
Yeah, but the Styles Clash is how you take it, isn't it? Like everybody that's seen.
It doesn't. To me, it doesn't give me that impression. Like, as long as they just stick the neck out, she obviously knows what she's doing, and all she's really doing is pulling their head down so they bend over forwards. Like, if it's going wrong, they just don't go with it.
What
like,
the fuck?
Yeah.
Whereas the González just hit Tour of the Islands.
Yeah.
Tour of the Islands. Yeah, I was just thinking like that move.
Whereas obviously with the Styles Clash, the reason it went wrong was because it essentially you have to go against all your wrestling training and not tuck your neck to take it. You have to stick your neck out.
I don't perceive the Eclipse as super dangerous. It's basically it's a flashy stunner.
Yeah.
You know, like the person taking the bump isn't really at any risk at all. I wouldn't say.
I mean, they are only if they go to take it wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, if they decide to sort of go sideways with the neck or something for some reason instead of, forwards.
Also, in the fact of like the women that can hold the title, none of us said Toni Storm.
Yeah, which the more people, can we just stop saying women's names? Because I'm starting to realise Dakota Kai is probably not even in my top 10 NXT women, which is ridiculous. But like, I'm just not that big a fan, and we keep naming people.
That's me, yeah.
Well, I mean, the division's just like stacked at the moment, which is not a bad thing by any means. It's a very good thing.
Well, it is, because then you consider the state of the main roster women's divisions.
Yeah, but that's on Vince.
Yeah. And the other thing is, I think the problem with having a super stacked division like that is no matter who you put the title on and who wins at TakeOver and who challenges them next and yada, 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 like 80% of your audience is always going to be moaning on Twitter because they'd rather some of the others were winning it. Having that stacked a division means none of your fan base are ever happy, basically.
They want Charlotte Flair to win it, that's it.
I don't think
Charlotte Flair to win.
That's Vince.
Nobody wants Charlotte Flair to win. Same as nobody wants Sasha to win.
I mean, Sasha will take over Charlotte.
Yeah, I'm much.
Yeah, but it's a close run thing. But it's like
the knees are.
I don't hate Sasha.
I'd love to see like Belair win it, but I also can't see her winning it.
I'm not like as on board the Belair hype train as like literally everyone else.
There it is, new champion.
González.
I think she's good, but I don't think she's like what everyone's making her out to be.
Stealing Jeff Cobb's finisher for the win.
I know, right?
Yeah, that was absolutely dominant performance there. I mean, like we said, the night after WrestleMania is notorious for call-ups. Like, but we see this as Rise Swan song.
Yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
And I just hope not. I just really hope not.
Well,
there's a big issue. There's a big problem with NXT at the moment for me, and it's not really a problem with NXT. It's a problem with the main roster, but it creates a problem in NXT, and it's like the Gargano problem, which is Johnny Gargano's done everything there is to do in NXT twice over. So it's like, so you're just like, why is he still here? Like, but the alternative is he goes to main roster, and you're like, no, keep him there. So like, no matter what they do, I'm sort of like, yeah, but why? It's
that point is stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Yeah, big time.
It's same with Adam Cole, potentially.
Yeah, Adam Cole's exactly the same. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.